take that. You carry on, don't long. Red. Four. Ding 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 big 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 bang 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 bang.
What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. You carry on, don't long. Red. Four. Ding 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 big 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 bang 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 bang.
What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. You carry on, don't long. Red. Four. Ding 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 big 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 bang 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 bang. Carry on, go zone. Red. Four. Ding 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 big 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 ba 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 ba.
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yes. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. Carry on, go zone. Red. Four. Ding 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 big 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 ba 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 ba.
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yes. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. Carry on, go zone. Red. Four. Ding 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 big 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 ba 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 ba. zone. Red. นิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งกันป่ะปั๊บปั๊บปั๊บ
You're a weapon, eh?
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. Oh, good. Carry on. No, zone. Red. นิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งนิ่งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งกันป่ะปั๊บปั๊บปั๊บ
You're a weapon, eh?
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. Oh, good. Carry on. No, zone. Red. Ninh 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 ninhปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งปิ๊งกันป่ะปั๊บปั๊บปั๊บ
You're a weapon, eh?
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
dark zone. Red. Four.
Ding 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 bing 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 it ba 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 ba.
You're a whiff and I.
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. People. Good. Carry on, dark zone. Red. Four.
Ding 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 bing 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 it ba 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 ba.
You're a whiff and I.
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Hello, take that. People. Good. Carry on, dark zone. Red. Four.
Ding 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 bing 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 it ba 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 ba.
You're a whiff and I.
Do we? What?
Well done.
Yeah. So proud of you. Oh.
Let's be honest. You want to rent a car from someone who'll see you right. So here's a few reasons to put Omega Rental Cars top of your list. Do we have a modern fleet, all fully checked and ready to roll?
Yes, we do.
Do we offer keen prices, unlimited Ks, and free additional drivers?
Yes, you do.
And do we support New Zealand motorsport because we love cars? And maybe to look a bit flash.
Yes, you do.
There you go. Omega Rental Cars, your upfront and honest car rental company. Let's be honest.
And a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to live coverage of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship, the penultimate round of our 2025 championship. This is the Battery Town Rally, Bay of Plenty, spectacular shots. You can actually see the bay water out there in the distance. This is special stage 9. We're at about a kilometre or two from the end. The iconic Campbell stage been a feature of Bay of Plenty rallies the last 3 years that we've been here, and dates back to WRC days. Dale Budge doing the commentary with ex-top driver. I'm going to say ex for the moment. I'm going to try and twist his arm to come back. Dylan Turner, great to have you with us, Dill. Obviously, some beautiful countryside. You've done this, been on some of these roads before. Talk us through what we see with these kind of roads.
Well, thank you very much for the introduction. Look, the roads are kind of what you see. They're technical, but they're not too bad, if you know what I mean. There's definitely some tightens. The corners get a bit tighter on you. Not so many crests as down the South Island, so what you see is what you get. We've got a little bit of a delay, obviously, on stage 8. Half of the field's come through, but there's been a bit of a delay, so I believe one of the cars has gone in there to try and clear up the delay, and the competitors are back underway. So I think that's why we're a little bit late starting this stage. But absolutely beautiful roads, not too much gravel. You carry some huge speed, so if you do get it wrong, sadly enough, it's going to probably result in a big crash. But fantastic roads, and like I say, carrying the speed. Not as much camber as up north. You can sort of see that as you look past the Battery Town board there. But you can hold so much speed because of the grip in the gravel. Very soft, not too hard on the MRF tyres, which is a good thing as well, so they don't tend to get too hot.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the battle because we've had a very dramatic day in the Bay of Plenty. The two title combatants, Robbie Stokes, Ben Hunt, separated by 11 points. Ben with an 11-point advantage heading into this round, but it's Robbie that holds a lead in the rally by 11 seconds, so he gets a lot of 11s, getting very confusing. But Dylan, it's been a dramatic day. We saw a big crash in special stage 4, I think it was, a forestry stage. Caleb McDonald, unfortunately, a really big crash. Thankfully, Caleb and Larissa all okay, been checked out by the medical team. They are A-OK, but the car is not, and that prompted initially a cancellation of that stage. What we saw in the stage, though, both of our title competitors were down the road in front of McDonald when he had his incident, and Ben had a bit of a drama in there, a spin, cost some time and dropped 20 seconds to Robbie, but of course with the stage being cancelled, we saw that eliminated altogether. Yes. And then some protests and some discussion, and now the times have been reinstated for the top 10. Your thoughts on how that's all played out?
So they got an assessed time, and of course, as a driver, Ben did make a mistake, and he fully admits to that. Very lucky to get away with a pirouette down the road, he said, and didn't really do a lot of damage to his car, thank goodness, but did a lot of damage to his time. And then, of course, you lose that stage, so you're happy. And then, a couple of incidents went on, and you fill in your incident report, and it's been reinstated. Look, that is actually the way it's supposed to go, is that the stage doesn't get fully cancelled if the cars are gone through. But I know in the past it's been the other way around, so I can sort of see it from Ben's side as well. But I guess that's up to people on a higher pay rate than us, mate, to
Absolutely.
work out.
Oh, look, I pity the poor people that have to make that decision, because
someone's going to be
someone's
not
going to
happy.
be grumpy, and you can't please everyone. I personally think that's the right outcome for this event. I feel that Robbie earned that time, and to have it taken off him after they'd all completed the stage it would be a bitter pill to swallow. Tough on Ben, really, really tough on Ben. Let's hope that between them they can figure out who wins this championship on merit, and that there's not a debate around it. So there's a lot of stage times.
11 seconds is all Ben's behind. So we're getting to the second to last stage, so it might be a bit hard to pin that back, but you never know. Only takes half a spin, and you lose 5 or 6, and if he gets 2.5, 3 seconds on each stage, you're right there. Of course, you could get a puncher. You'd have to probably run wide, or you could have an overshoot. The corner that we're on, you can see the signpost there, very, very gravelly, and you'll see that as the cars come up to it. There's quite a nice grippy braking area. It's onto tarmac, but then in the apex of the corner, all the water table's been pulled up onto the tarmac junction, and it will be slippery as anything.
That's
you
the
see
corner that Dylan's talking about.
Right to the left of the what do you call them? A marshal,
marshal, yeah.
a marshal walking. So yeah, pretty much dead in line. That little washout that you can see there by the leaning over strainer post, that would be the apex. Not that I kind of really find them too often in my rally car.
I'm glad you can identify it.
But that is a tarmac intersection. Look at it. It looks like gravel.
Yeah.
So a couple of guys, these boys haven't seen the gravel on the stage because, of course, when they came through this morning, that was tarmac.
Oh, and it was the other way.
And it was the other way,
so we're
exactly.
seeing competitors going, as we said on the screen this morning, they went right to left as we now see the higher shot. They're coming in the opposite order this time, coming south to north.
Exactly.
If you're looking at any of the maps.
So they're coming from our left-hand side of the screen, and you can see the cars on the right, and then they're turning right there and heading up past that little milking station or whatever it is. So, yeah, there could be some dramas on the court. I hope not. You never want to see it. I guess there's people out there that probably do want to see it. We want a little bit of entertainment. Here comes the drone flying along now, and you'll see what I mean. So it's about a 90 right, which we call a 4 or possibly a 3 plus maybe. And you can see on the right-hand side there, they're going to cut in
that
almost
drops away
on
quite
that
a bit.
marker.
There's quite a bit of
well, you want that
decline,
to
if that's the right word.
So you see where that little washout is there on the right-hand side, right by that strainer. That's probably as close in as you'd want to get. And make sure you drive the rear of the car. But you can see it's nice and grippy on the exit. So if they do make a mistake, they're probably not going to go off that corner. They're probably going to go straight and a bit more to the left where the marshal is what I would think. So
just overcook it and back it off.
Yeah, look, I think they'd recover. But like I say, you could see some dramas. You could see a spin if you come in there too hot.
Bathurst, yes, we see people down the escape route and...
Exactly. Happy Bathurst weekend, everyone. I think we better mention that as well. One of our fantastic sponsors of the WRC round when we had it here, of course, was Repco. And fantastic to see Bathurst back on again this weekend. Good luck to all of those guys. Hopefully we make it back tonight for the top 10 shootout. We're looking forward to that. Now, like I say, we are in a little bit of a holding pattern here. A couple of delays that we are having on the stage. Not this stage, the stage before. We haven't seen a zero car yet, but I'm sure we'll see that
we will see
shortly.
And then it won't be far before we see Hayden Patton will be first on the road. Quick update in the standings, if you are just joining us. It's Robbie Stokes with an 11-second lead over Ben Hunt. So Robbie Stokes in the Stokes Motorsports Skoda Fabia Rally 2 leading Ben Hunt in the identical car. That's the Skoda New Zealand Fabia Rally 2 car. And then Jack Stokes, 0.2 of a second back in third place. Now that, Dylan, could be quite a storyline to watch because we've been talking about the Robbie versus Ben battle.
Yeah.
But Ben versus Jack Stokes, who's been super quick this afternoon.
Well, Jack just pulled time out of him. That's
down to
stage 8.
0.2 of a second. Now, if Jack gets in front of Ben, that situation then really starts to eat away at that 11-point advantage he has in the championship. So we could go to Whangarei with very little separating those two.
Well, and that would be fantastic. I mean, for an entertainment spectacle, I'd feel bad for Ben because you want to have it all your own way. But look, it's just great that it's come right down to the last moment. That's fantastic. You couldn't ask for anything better.
We will check out some highlights, I think, while we're waiting.
Good.
Big thanks to those sponsors. Brian Green, the title sponsor of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship. MRF, the Control Tyre, Omega Rental Cars, Cream Insurance, and Elevate Digital. I thank them as well.
Just had a message before we go to that. The 00's at the 10K mark, so they're not far away from us now, but we're going to go to the highlights.
Won't be happy about dropping one across the 3 other rounds, Otago, Canterbury and Rally Coromandel. 1 second across the 3. But looking at those lines there, he certainly gives you a bit of the dust. It's that sort of news that he has the Skoda Rally 2 car. It's a stunning bit of kit too, I must say. Looking for a little nosy farmer. A little bit wider there than everyone else.
What happens at Canterbury, looming large over his season. What might have been.
Yeah, local lad.
He was impressive in that stage as well.
Fifth fastest. Turned some heads at Dale ITM Rally Coromandel just 5-6 weeks ago. He and Mike Gowdy. Because if I can just go out there and blow really hard to clear the dust, that's what I like about you, Jack. You're in ideas, man. So you get one focusing. Not getting any better, is it? It's Ben and Corin Watson. It's a good man like that. Surely very impressive. Coromandel is the rally for that. Come of this weekend doesn't want to start taking points away from people and the
my hands up there to make sure he doesn't have an adverse give a piece of
definitely turned some heads, hasn't he?
Well, there's some talent coming through.
So we saw what it looks like. The headlights blaze. The 8.6 Subaru sounding strong. You may have mentioned it. Did I tell you I like PDA escorts? Listen to that.
Job getting a battle all season here, Macassie. Separated by Mark. Job to the line.
Oh, it's been so close every event, hasn't
Yeah, I
it?
think the frustration that just there,
And it's fantastic because they're pushing each other on
Kevin's car.
He's pushing on well. He and Alan Jones, they were quicker than Keeler, so
Can't start them too young. So some highlights there from the first pass through this stage. That was special stage 2 this morning, run in the opposite direction. So we were at the end of that stage, which is now effectively the start of this particular stage. And Dylan, as we saw, a whole lot of dust, an issue at the end of the stage. Not as bad here, but a little more open. That was more of a valley. But dust is going to be a factor in this stage.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, I mean, there's no wind. It is absolutely beautiful. Spring and there's no wind. It's so unusual. But what the organisers have done for safety is they've given the competitors a 2-minute gap. So they didn't really know this morning that, you know, obviously you're hoping for a bit of wind or a little bit of moisture on the roads. That kind of stops the dust, but it's dry as anything down here already. So they give a 2-minute gap, which just gives that little bit of safety and security to the first 10 cars, basically. After that, you're hoping that the gaps have spread out a little bit more anyway, because you have different speeds. You know, the top guys are 0.2 seconds. You see them sometimes in stages. It's lovely to be back. Lovely to be back on the live stream. A couple of comments I've noticed. Hello to Neil Allport. Hopefully Neil's watching us. He's of course an absolute legend. It's good to be back. We've got still a little bit of a time delay. I don't believe they've been given start times, but we have seen the 0 car come through. So I don't think we'd be that much further away from a start.
Yeah, we are. It's a 15k long stage from memory, and we are right towards the end of it. We're probably about the 13.5, 14k mark, give or take. And it won't take the competitors that long until they are here. Just agreeing that was the 0 car that went past before. So we have seen the 0 car traverse the stage. So hopefully not too long before we see or hear that Hayden Paddon's at the start line.
And look at these beautiful drone shots already. You know, it shows how close we are to the coast. The roads down here, like I was saying before, won't give the MRS too much trouble because they're not particularly abrasive. You do tend to wear out the edges of your tyre. Not very often you'd come out on canvas, though. You know, you'd have to be an absolute scorcher for it to to wear out a tyre too badly. At the moment, we're probably around, what are we, around 18, 20 degrees,
Well, it's
something
warm.
like that?
It's definitely warm, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some beautiful countryside. You can see from the drone shot. Dylan talked about the Bay of Plenty out to the left, as you see on the screen, but this is very much fruit country, a lot of avocado and kiwi fruit in this part of the region.
Yeah, it's a real growing region, isn't it? It's and of course we're not too far away from Tauranga. That's where my dad lives. He reckons it's quite a nice spot to live. And my boys, actually, Lockie and Kenny, they're actually around here somewhere. They're up the road a little bit, so they're having a little spectate. And I think your two are here too, aren't they, Dale?
They did, yep, my two are floating around. Taylor was here a second ago wanting to try and get himself on the live stream. Jax is up the hill, so...
Just tell them to run on the road, make some car noises, and we'll probably be able to get them on it.
Got some pretty renowned spectators where we're standing. A couple of ex-NZRC competitors now.
Yeah,
Wayne
Ward
Pittams,
there.
Jeff Ward.
Yeah, Wayne Pittams.
Yeah,
tow
both
driver.
of them know. Yeah, Wayne
Pittams
was a
yep.
pretty handy peddler in his day. We saw
Most
him in the
definitely.
championship a few years back now. Jeff Ward just a couple of years ago. In fact,
Not
he had
too-
a great head-to-head battle with Zeal Jones to win the to try and fight out that Rally Challenge four-wheel drive class a couple of years ago, and we saw Zeal get a pretty big result at the end of that. Good to see Zeal kicking on as well, having a successful time of it in Japan. Big win on the weekend.
Just got back from a win, isn't that fantastic? Yeah,
Yep.
good on him.
And apparently there was some very influential people in Toyota rallying present to see him achieve that, so saved his best for last and did it when the right people were looking on. So
Yeah,
fingers crossed some bigger and better things for Zeal Jones in the near future.
fantastic. Hopefully that does turn into something. That would be pretty cool. You know, I mean, Hayden was in the WRC, obviously for not long enough, in my opinion, and I still feel that he probably does have what it takes to be in that WRC, but it's a bit of a money game. Obviously, we all know that. But wouldn't it be great to have someone back in the WRC?
There is Jeff. Jeff and the sunglasses facing us there.
There they are. No idea they're on TV.
No. Wayne Pittams in the background, got the hat with the white hair sticking out, with the Kurt Cobain look.
Kurt Cobain.
I'm not allowed to say that.
I think you are.
It's a grunge thing.
And just a little bit more information. Oh, we're going to zoom in on him now. There you go.
Got all the replica gear. His so he's here very much supporting the Hayden Padden entrant, who's not part of the championship this year, but he'll be first car on the road running in the all-comers event. Hayden, Wayne's son is chief engineer, I think, with Padden Rally Sport these days, and very highly regarded young man in New Zealand rallying circles, and someone that I think Hayden would love to take overseas to bigger and better things.
Well, you don't very often see those cars break down. You know, that's one thing. And Hayden drives that car hard, hard but fair. He's very rarely off the road. But, yeah, the amount of times I've seen breakdowns is very rare.
Well, it's not just with Hayden either. It's across the stable of
Emma's car
PRG.
And Andy Martin.
Yeah. And you talk to some of those competitors and they absolutely rave about the job that Hayden and his team do down there at Padden Rally Sport and prepping the cars and probably lifted the expectations now of everyone across the board. It's not just the driving that, Hayden's obviously a phenomenal out-of-the-box driver, still to this day the only man from the Southern Hemisphere to win a WRC round, and he did that beating the great Ogier in that head-to-head battle. But it's across the board. It's preparation, it's the mental game, it's everything that he's lifted that standard and dragged people with him, and it's so good to see the likes of Ben and Robbie beating times that Hayden was setting not that long ago after winning a WRC round. So, pretty encouraging.
Yeah. Of course, our locals, we've just panned off that camera shot, but good to see. They're probably, about 200 metres away from where we're sitting in our van. They've got a great little view. Rallying, we do have to rely on the communities to let us use their roads. We lock out their roads for a good hour or two, and look, some of them don't get too happy with us, but some of them really get on board, which is great. Have a little party and get a... Oh, that's me.
We're on screen.
You can only see the back of me.
I'm glad it's got your angle. I don't think I look that flash today.
I'm holding on for dear life because it's like Dale's driving or something.
Dale wasn't silly enough to drive here. Let you gave you the keys.
Yeah, that was good fun. But like I say, we lock their road out for an hour or two. So we like to support the community. When a rally comes to you, And we've got a car coming the wrong
I'm
way.
very, very confused because if I look away to our right as the camera sees it, there is
we've
a
got a
Zero car heading
the wrong way.
the wrong way on the stage.
I do not. 30
yeah.
years of rallying, not quite. 25 years of rallying, and I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't want to speculate, so we'll just sit and watch and see what happens here.
Yeah.
They're escorting someone out, maybe.
Oh, maybe someone was in the stage. Oh, maybe this is why we haven't started. Yeah, there we go. There's our culprit.
I don't know. Are they going to send them right up at the junction
I would say
here?
so, yeah. Don't
So
think
obviously
you're
a
going to turn
delay
left, mate.
as we've been...
You're not going left. Yeah, they'll block him off. Oh, no, they are going to send him left.
Goodness me, I don't know what's going on.
That's not a safety vehicle, is it?
I'm at a loss to explain
Anyway,
things.
yeah,
So,
not too sure
yeah.
what's going on there, team, so we'll keep on blabbing. But
Try and keep
if anyone has any questions, look, would love your questions. Happy to talk about, almost anything. One of our ex-rally drivers at the moment is doing pretty well in NASCAR. Shane Van Gisbergen, of course, just won the Charlotte round last weekend. Fantastic driving. Can't wait to see him this weekend. He's back on an oval, I believe. So, and isn't it cool to see so many Kiwis at the top of our sport? We've got a guy in Formula One, Liam Lawson. Of course, we need a guy back into WRC.
Oh, beyond that, like Formula E, we've had two guys, genuine title contenders, and Evans and Cassidy. You got Dixon, McLaughlin, Armstrong, and IndyCar. Honestly, there are so many different formats to Golden Era. We sort of previous generation talks about the McLaren, Hulme, Amon days and the golden years of New Zealand motorsport. I think you make a pretty compelling case that the era we're living in is probably all that and some maybe.
Yeah, well, it's the top level, isn't it? And I mean, I think I'm not taking anything away from those legends, but I think Formula One nowadays is so hard to get into because the finance, And I mean, like,
we're just a poxy little country in the South Pacific
and
with
we've got
a small
some
GDP.
Fantastic people like the Giltraps and PJ that do help these drivers to get to that level. But man, it is so hard to get into Formula One. So the fact that Liam got there, awesome. I'm not sure what our Zero's doing now. Are they stopped up there? Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the start's delayed. I'm sorry, guys. It's obviously a resident, I think.
Or there's a safety or medical issue or something. I'm sorry,
maybe.
this is just completely out of our control. We've got a direct line to Rally HQ and no one's really sure what's going on there.
Anything.
Obviously, where safety takes precedence over everything, so... We'll delay things until we get clear road and the okay to get competing. So
it's a resident who's been given access. Like I say, we do use the residents' roads, and obviously it was a bit of an emergency that it needed to happen. So life comes before us having a bit of a play, doesn't it? We're all here for fun.
Mate, let's just go back to the topic we were talking about with Kiwis on the world stage and. Yeah, it's so hard to believe that the biggest brand right now in Formula One and one of the biggest car brands on the planet carries the name of a New Zealander.
Yeah,
we're watching all this stuff. It's
McLaren.
one of the biggest sporting competitions on the planet. Billions of people, literally billions of people watching this thing, and the number one car brand in the world on that currently holds the name of a New Zealander.
And they should get the
Started
champion.
Road.
They did get the championship. I'm sorry, but to win the world. The world championship of F1 is absolutely a huge thing. Little old Kiwi background is unbelievable.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Kiwis on the car,
it's like literally the logo of the car is a Kiwi.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. So the Zero car looks like it's heading back towards us now, which is
that's
great.
Encouraging news. So hopefully that issue is resolved and we can get going.
We might get back underway. Haven't seen too many questions come through, so like I say, feel free to fire us through some questions if you want. I don't know too much about it. Dale Budge knows everything about everything. But,
you can try me. You can certainly. I'll pretend I do.
Yeah, anything. Try and keep it motorsport related if you could.
Yeah, it'd be handy if it was on topic. We're hearing that the cars, the lead cars, are obviously all at time control, ready to start the stage.
Waiting.
So, obviously, just waiting for this little delay, and then we can get going.
Now, sometimes what does happen, and I hope this doesn't happen, is they tour the cars through, but if the delay's been too long, obviously, because it gets a little bit dangerous once your zero car's gone through. But the fact that the zero car's still here, it might be a pretty good sign. Yeah, look, I mean, no one likes delays, but like I say, we don't know.
Obviously, the rally's already lost some stage today, or some of the competitors have, with what happened in stage 4. So, fingers crossed we can get this thing rolling and get going. As we can see a shot there of the car stopped, the door open for a minute. Maybe they're just chatting, making sure that the tape is across. So, if you're not familiar with rallying, we have all sorts of tape crew go through, make sure that every driveway's got tape across it, so that anyone who's sort of oblivious to what's going on is aware. Everyone's been notified weeks in advance, of course, and all residents have been told about what's going on. As we see, I think it's just an out-and-out escort. It looks like that's the car coming back out again. So I'd say the resident had some, maybe it's a middle, who knows. But I think that's given us their answer. So they're going to tour back out again, and then we should get the stage underway, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. So just repeating it, if you've just joined us, the stage is delayed. You can see the zero car escorting somebody out. So obviously,
they might send them to the left up here, and
yeah, that would be nice. I mean, we're only
we're not far from the end of the stage,
probably from the end anyway, so it's not too bad. But of course, we've got to have a clear stage before we send the rally cars in. It's just far too dangerous. Janie's asked about, have we seen some snails? Of course, for those of you that may not have seen my first live stream, we were lucky enough to find a snail on the side of the road, and I nailed our honourable. We've got that Hayden's just about to start, so that's fantastic news. Of course, I nailed Simon, my good mate, who I said drives like a snail. So, we haven't been able to find a snail, and the car
is going off at that point, I believe, no?
No, he's following the zero car out, so that's cool. Of course, we are 13 Ks in, so don't worry that Hayden started. We'll be fine. He shouldn't catch those two. We should see Hayden shortly, probably in about 5 or 6 minutes, because the zero car starts 10 minutes before first car.
So encouraging to hear that Hayden is at the start line, about ready to go. So we'll be live. The stage will be live.
Of course, a shout out to my two boys who are here watching. Lachlan, he just came back from 6 months in Italy. Absolutely loved it.
Awesome.
Had got a whole lot of friends, and you pretty much can speak Italian now, can't you, Lockie? He says, yeah, arrivederci. and McKinnon, my other son, named after Tommy Mackinnon, of course. There they are. You boys
Give us away, boys.
Sorry, boys, you're on TV now. Face the other way.
I'm trying to hide. My two are standing.
And they're both.
One's trying to get himself on the live stream.
They're both already taller than me too, by the way.
To be fair, the bar wasn't set particularly high, and I mean that with the pun intended.
Thanks,
so,
mate.
Special Stage 9 this is. We will see Hayden Paddon in action very soon. I believe he's in the stage. So, after this, they go past us, off for one last stage, Special Stage 10. The number 2 road was due to get underway at 1 minute past 5. I'm guessing that's going to be delayed a wee bit as well. And then back to Classic Flyers in Tauranga for the finish. Try and get back there for the finish and see someone spray some champagne, but there's enough Ks for there to be a fair bit more drama between now and then.
Anything can happen, I mean, it's rallying, it's gravel, it's unpredictable. I mean, once they make it past this corner, it's reasonably easy all the way out. It's but anything could happen on this corner. And then we've got one more stage to go, obviously. Hoping they're not going to need their light pods on, because I'm thinking if we're doing it in the actually, we're daylight savers. We've got plenty of time before night time. A couple of the cars this morning, though, did have their light pods on because, of course, it was a 6:30 start.
Yeah.
And still a little bit dark. But and a few of the drivers were complaining about the dust, obviously, and the fact that it was quite dark, especially in the treed spots when you're driving through those little dips and that out of the sun. Well, there was no sun, sorry.
All right, so just recapping where we are if you are just joining us. We are underway in Special Stage 9. Hayden Paddon is in the stage, not too far from seeing him on the drone very shortly. So Robbie Stokes, our rally leader in terms of the NZRC, he is leading by 11 seconds over Ben Hunt, 11 flat. Then Jack Stokes just 0.2 of a second back in third place. Jack Hawkswood in fourth place. He's 25.5 adrift of Jack Stokes. Josh Marston, the gap from him to Hawkswood is 10.5 seconds. Dean Bewis, the first of our historic competitors, with a pretty substantial lead in that class over Stephen Gill. It's not something that Gilly's going to be able to pull back, but Dean Bewis just continues to impress with his speed and his consistency. Julian Longley leading the Rally Challenge class, but that is an absolute neck-and-neck battle. Gavin Feast 1 second behind Julian Longley as we start this stage. And, of course, we lost the championship leader in that class, Caleb McDonald, to a nasty crash. So not sure what's going to happen with that. Both he and Larissa are all okay. So from a health standpoint, good to see them walk out, but the car is pretty extensively damaged. I don't think we'll see that car in Whangarei. So Caleb, if he's going to win that title, is going to have to find a lease vehicle, and that just opens up all sorts of possibilities, with Longley and Feast adding some much-needed points to their tally here if they can finish in that some kind of order. One of them, only 1 second between the two, as I say. And Ben Huben's not out of the running there. He's only about 12 or 13 seconds back from, those two. So a pretty competitive Rally Challenge four-wheel drive class we've got there.
Yes, very competitive. Nice and close, and that's what you want in rallying. You know, you don't want them... I'm just wondering what's going on there.
Dave's...
Oh, it's a little kid on the ground.
Dave Strong is... the only entrant in the NZRC Open two-wheel drive class. He's going along nicely, 24th overall as it stands. And that's just about all the classes we've covered off. The only one I haven't covered off, I think, was the battle between Josh Keeley and Kevin Laird, and that is...
some dust coming. Here comes Hayden.
Excellent. Hayden's in the stage.
Fantastic.
Around about 44 seconds, Keeley has an advantage over Laird as we see the other New Zealand AP4 I-20 of Hayden Padden approaching us. And look at the speed here, Dylan.
Yeah, look how fast that is. I mean, it's dead straight all the way, and then over that brow you can see the... Oh, beautifully dipped in through the trees, and he's coming up to the junction. Not too far. He's got this little left-hander, which should be coming into view shortly. A right-hander first, and then a left-hander. Carrying some nice speed. Now he's on tarmac now. It'll be interesting to see how he goes at the junction. Brakes. Oh, this is why I didn't want to go
the Ashley Forrest livery that he rolled out a couple of weekends ago.
Yes, of course, his AP4. Oh, it tips it in beautifully there. Big flames out the back. It's so exciting. So exciting to watch.
Pretty sure that's the most successful car in the history of New Zealand rallying in terms of rally wins.
There you go. AP4, of course. Gee, lovely attitude there too. What beautiful drain shots over the stunning valley that we're in. And that MRF corner, oh, he set it up beautifully for that. He definitely lost a little bit of traction, I saw on the right-hander where we were talking about the gravel, but mainly in the rear of the car. There was no understeer there, but you did see it shoot across that tarmac. You break that traction as you hit that gravel, and then you're waiting for your tyres to kind of grip up.
So the next car we should see is the reigning national champion, Ben Hunt, in the Skoda New Zealand Fabia Rally 2 car. He's got a little bit of work to do. Third place overall in the Battery Town Rally Bay of Plenty in the NZRC Championship.
And Jack is absolutely breathing down his neck. 0.2 of a second behind, I think we saw. And, of course, he's got about 11 seconds to make up to Robbie. So I feel Ben would be on a bit of a charge. He doesn't like settling for second or third. He will be pushing hard, I'd imagine. A little bit of a gap is never cool, a little bit of a wait. But, he'll be pushing very hard.
We're hearing that Ben may have started on a 3-minute gap to Hayden, and then the rest will be on 2-minute intervals. So we'll see Ben in just a moment or two.
3-minute gap.
Been dealing with some physical issues, Ben, over the last year or so. Had issues with his back and had to delay some surgery to the end of last season. Won that championship and then went under the knife. I'm talking to him at the service park today, just a little bit of stiffness in the back. Hopefully all okay there. Of course, Hayden a full-time professional. The rest of our championship are weekend warriors. Might not be the fairest.
Go to a job on Monday,
they have a job. Yeah, they have a job to hold down.
Yeah, so does Hayden, and with respect, but it's a professional sort of rally job, you know. We can see Ben's dust coming up, so that's a good sign. Shouldn't here he is coming down the straight over that crest, that driveway crest.
I'm trying to get a comparison here, the difference between the two.
There's that spectator that held us up. And onto the tarmac section now. We've come up to the MRF. Yeah, little right-hander, and then he'll be into the MRF left-hander. Should see him there. Oh, yeah, good speed. Big hard on the brakes. Get through that gravel, mate. Oh, jeepers. Back to the edge of the road. That gets my heart fluttering from here.
Yeah, I think he's trying. Ben with a bit between the teeth.
Oh, beautiful. The Batterytown shot is awesome.
11 seconds to make up, as Dylan said, on Robbie, but he's also got to worry about his battle with Jack Stokes.
Yeah, Jack, he won't want third, mate. He'll
Jack
be
Stokes will be
disappointed.
motivated. He obviously wants to finish as high as he possibly can.
And
But
you watch him tip it in here. I can't quite see it because of that tree, but I saw Hayden tip it in beautifully.
yeah, and obviously Jack will want to assist the brother.
Only up to a 90 left there, so of course they go from doing about 150 to 160 to a total hairpin corner. Man, we can see them a long way. We almost see them get to the end.
So you can see them
They
up high.
fight their way up that hill.
You're not sort of picking that up in the pictures, but there is some serious elevation there as they climb their way up the hill back towards State Highway 2.
And then you probably lose them out of shot as they go over the saddle. Cool shots, beautiful native forest. We live in a beautiful country. We're very, very lucky. You see the shots on the overseas WRC rallies in that Argentina and that, and flipping heck, we live in a gorgeous country. Toys to the left, bit of gorse.
It's pretty much your stereotypical shot.
Yeah.
New Zealand countryside.
Flags down the bottom there by our Brian Green New Zealand Rally Championship logo.
Right, so it should be 2-minute gaps here. Robbie shouldn't be too far away in the Stokes Motorsport Skoda Fabia Rally 2. We're hearing Ben up by 0.3 of a second over Robbie at the split.
Oh, 0.3, that's close.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
Here's breath.
Over the crest he goes. Onto the tarmac piece.
What a season it's been for Robbie Stokes. A maiden NZRC rally win at his hometown event in Christchurch, Canterbury Rally.
Fantastic.
A Mainland Series championship that he wrapped up a weekend or so ago.
Into the MRF left-hander, nice and tidy. Let's watch him through this 90 right down here by the bridge. Oh, just a little wide. So it's interesting to see the different lines. That was definitely
and the times would suggest so, because Ben Hunt is 9.9 seconds up on Robbie Stokes at the 11k mark.
So Robbie's just, for me, just overdriving. You know, you saw that a little bit late in the brakes. You watch him tip it in here, this right-hander.
Wow, we have got ourselves a battle.
Yeah, we've got a fight on. Now here's the hairpin. This hairpin's beautiful. Coming down the hill into that hairpin, really hard to slow the car down. You're starting to get a bit of heat on the brakes. Yeah, nice and tidy. You can't see him really losing time, but I think Ben was just pushing hard. That's as wide as you want as well.
Everything to play for. As I said, Robbie Stokes has had a season for the ages so far, a career year for him. A breakthrough NZRC rally win, a Mainland Series title that he wrapped up last weekend or a weekend or so ago. And now, in the thick of it, a battle that looks like it's going to go all the way to the finish of Whangarei next month.
Wow, what a round that's going to be. I mean, well, of course, we're the penultimate round, penultimate stage, and gee, it's all going to be on for young and old if it continues the way it is at the moment. Even if Ben has that points advantage, though, it's all on.
Absolutely, yeah.
It only takes a problem. Whangarei, of course, 2-day round.
Now, I don't want to throw it. It'd be really interesting to see where Jack Stokes sits in this mix, because we know that Ben's grabbed some time back.
Yeah,
is
Jack
that Ben grabbing it or Robbie?
Or Robbie might have had a small problem. Could have had a spin.
Because if it is, it brings this guy right into rally classification.
Could win it. That's the great thing about rallying. So he's coming up to the right-hander, and then he's going to flick it into that left-hander at the MRF tyres corner. You can see nice and tidy, nice and smooth. Big brakes, dips the nose, turns it in, gets back on it. He might have broken his fraction early there and got back on it. So, obviously the grip, sometimes you just don't know what the grip's going to be like on that.
So Jack Stokes on the Stokes Motorsport 8B4 Fiesta.
Nice through
Was
there.
second by the skin of his teeth.
0.2, I thought it was.
Yeah, 0.2, sorry.
Dip it into that right-hander. So this is where they start making that uphill.
So Jack down 11.5 on Ben at the 11k mark. So
wow,
it's Ben with the bit between the teeth.
Yeah. They're not at the finish yet, though.
They're not at the finish.
They'll
We're
almost
waiting.
be there.
We won't be far
see
away.
them.
We'll get some times
Yep,
in a minute.
We'll see them in a second. And that's pretty good. I mean, fantastic for Ben to have made that time up.
So 9.3 seconds the difference. Ben Hunt wins the stage. Well, I should say fastest through at this point. Robbie Stokes, 9.3 seconds. Josh Marston up.
Yeah, Josh Marston's up at Ben at 4Ks. Jack is down 11, yeah, on Ben. So looks like Ben has put in a flyer. You know, I mean, when Ben needs to, and he puts the bit between the... Yeah, I mean, I've seen it myself. Ben and I have had many a tussle over the years, and fantastic driving.
So here is Jack Hawkswood.
Jack Hawkswood.
Force Motorsports Toyota GR Yaris. He's down by half a second to Ben at the 4K mark.
He's definitely started to on the improve. A little bit slow this morning, but he's definitely the second half of the rally sort of starting to work it out.
Absolutely. 1.7 seconds is the gap between Robbie Stokes and Ben Hunt going into the final stage of the rally. 1.7 seconds.
That is awesome. Nicely through. Get it. Oh, no. I told you someone was going to have a moment in Jack Hawkswood. As wide as you want to go.
So Jack Hawkswood did tell us he was going to show at this Spectator Junction for us.
I don't think he was
we were having a little bit of a chat
wide.
at the service park, and he said, I'll give you a show. Thank you, Jackie.
That's definitely a
On
replay.
cue.
A replay needed, and it's got to go straight to the pool room. That one. He'll dip it in here.
Great character, Jack Hawkswood. Massive talent, and a new car on the horizon. I figure this guy is going to be a serious title contender next year.
Yes.
The Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship.
And of course, look at the understeer. And oh, mate,
he's going to tell you. He's going to say
lucky.
that that's a turner line through there.
That was no way. That was a turner line. That was a lucky line.
Oh dear, very good.
Oh, mate, that's way too good for me. I don't think I could have got away with that.
How about this? How about this? Mike Young, 1.6 seconds up on Ben Hunt at the 4K mark.
Mike Young has been on fire this weekend. You know, I mean, slightly different specs of his car being an AP4, but gee, he's going good, and he loves these roads down here. Mike Young, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated drivers, and he's a fantastic driver. He's a good little peddler. I felt that if he was in the right car 5 to 10 years ago, he possibly could have been our next Hayden. But,
yeah, absolutely. Here we go.
Here's our drone zone. Look at the understeer,
we did
and
miss
he's
the
off.
apex and all, yeah.
Oh, mate, you got away with a lucky one. Go buy a lotto ticket. Oh, Jack. His dad's never waste a crowd, isn't it? That's his motto.
No.
The amount of times I've been jumping out of the way of wire being dragged up the road for Hawkswood.
So back live now, Josh Marston in the RDL Holden Barina AP4. And Josh on pace in
nice
the
and
stage
tidy
early.
there. Yeah, he is. Down under the brakes, hard as you like. Got in. Oh, get out of it. Oh, man, I can hardly watch this corner now.
He's followed Jack in there.
Holy, well, the problem is now is that Jack would have pulled up a whole lot more stuff. He's made it even slipperier. And I have a bad feeling that we might see someone make a mistake on this corner because...
it's caught out a couple of the very best. So
yeah, they're good drivers. And they're pushing. I hope no one goes off there, but if I had $10, I'd say I'd be a pretty safe bet.
Here's another replay,
Here's another
the RDL
replay.
Barina.
Just turned in a little bit late, and then look at the traction. It's like,
nothing
mate,
there.
that left-hand wheel is off the road. And his back wheel, holy smoke. What a great spot. Absolutely fantastic shots for the Brian Green New Zealand Rally Championship. Fantastic position Hedgie's put us into from Volt TV. And yeah, exciting stuff. So sorry about the delay, but holy smoke, you've got a winner of a stage spot.
So early in the stage, at the early split, Josh was up on Ben Hunt. He's 10.8 down on Ben at the 11k mark.
Ben
What it says is Ben Hunt absolutely flew through the second half of this stage.
Yeah. Once he got his tyre temp in, that's when he's hit it, you know, and we've got a replay. Or did I miss it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
just missed it. Just
I was
ran
looking
wide.
at the
Very
results
similar
on
to
my
Hawkswood.
Yeah.
Almost identical carbon copy replay.
Oh, hopefully we don't see anybody go any wider than that, but exciting as you like.
Right, so who have we got now? That should be... Is that Mike Young? I think it should be
Mike Young, yep. And he's looking fast through here too. Like I say, Mike today's looked good all day. His pace has been fantastic. And he's just got a hold of that car beautifully.
So Mike now 7.3 seconds down, having been up by a second or two
Oh,
earlier
you're
in the
kidding?
stage.
Well, there you go. Ben
absolutely
bit
laid
between
the
the legs.
gauntlet.
Get in there, Mike. Oh, yeah, nice and straight on the exit. Either that or maybe Benny had a little moment in the beginning, you know, might have had a run wide and then thought, bugger this, I'm not gonna settle for second. It'll be all on for young and old in that last stage, though. Hopefully we're still live streaming and we'll be able to give you the results.
Yeah, you want that battle. Yeah. I mean, two phenomenal talents, Ben Hunt and Robbie Stokes.
Yep.
Ben's got 3 titles to his name. You just know it's only a matter of time. It's win, not if, for Robbie.
Yeah. Oh, no, Robbie's an amazing driver, you know. We saw that when he started off in the Fiesta, the Tour Drive, you know. I mean, I remember watching his times back at Otago, you know, and he would win it or bin it mentality, and did bin it a couple of times, but, you know, that I can't really comment too much on that. I've been
I remember Neil Allport talking to me about, I think it was 2 years ago, almost probably to the day, 3 years ago, Robbie had a monster crash in Hawke's Bay, and it came on the back of a couple other little issues, and there was, I don't know, just the first time there was a bit of talk about Robbie making too many mistakes. And I remember Allport saying it's so much easier to slow a guy down and find consistency than it is to try and speed someone up. And you know, Robbie has done that this year. He has put together a terrific campaign. We saw signs of it last year. The midway point he was leading the championship, but he's added that consistency this year to go with the blinding speed that we know he has.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, actually, because I remember Neil saying, I heard it from a friend who was on a corner. I had a big moment up on 2 wheels, ran wide, and Neil said, oh, Dylan is going too fast. He's so close to having a crash. Got back to me, and I pulled it back a little bit, probably saved me a bit of money that season. But, you know, it is just a rush of blood sometimes, and, you know, you see a corner, you try your luck. A little bit like Jack did there, got away with it, good on him. Anyone you get away with, you're happy.
Right, so next up should be Quinton Palmer.
Yeah, Quinton in the new Skoda R5. Well, it's new for him. It's obviously not quite a new car. Ex-Rana car. Beautiful looking livery. They've really done a great job. And Quinton's
here. Yeah, Michael Gouldy.
Just starting to get used to it. Of course, the drone's just swapping a battery, so we'll see him come around the corner, the MRF corner, nice and tidy. Quinton's more or less a local down here, isn't he? Is he
Probably a local event, yeah, sure.
Nicely done through a brand new car. He will not be wanting to scratch that. It's only about a second or third event in the car. And hopefully it's Phil Talk for a championship drive next year.
That's the talk, yeah. That's the understanding, is that we expect to see that car into the championship next year, and he will be a really handy
he's a good
addition
driver.
to the championship.
Actually used to, or no, I think he still owns my old Evo 5. So my old yellow Evo 5 I sold to Quinton, and yeah, he showed me that car was fast. Got some pretty good results, some giant-killing results, and yeah, good on him. Now he's in a really good car, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes next year.
So another all-comers entrant should be through next. It's Todd Borden, Katrina Renshaw on the Ford Fiesta. This is the Rally 2 version.
Great to see Todd back. You know, I mean, he's obviously opted to not quite do the championship. I think he didn't want that extra pressure, because the championship is pressure. And
I think some business commitments meant that he probably couldn't put a full campaign together, and so he's opted to go with the North Island Rally Series, which is in itself has become a really good championship.
Yes.
And a terrific battle there. Quinton Palmer's come out on top of that. But Todd Borden, we saw a reminder of just how talented he is with a really good result at Coromandel. Put it on the podium.
Wow, that drone got a long way there, didn't it? Jeepers creepers, what a cool shot. That was Quinton again, right on almost out by the coast.
Yeah, we're not too far
got a
away
new battery
from the coast as the crow flies, probably 2 or 3 k's away. So it should be Todd in the online contractors Ford Fiesta Rally 2 car.
And Katrina, his co-driver, here they come. Over the little jump. Nicely done. Big, long straight. You'd be doing probably 180, 190. And that is a block, Marshall, I've been told, too. Apologies for saying it was a spectator.
No, we saw the spectator get escorted out, so I'm not sure what the story was there.
No idea.
I want to cast aspersions. There might have been a valid reason for having to do that.
Into the right-hander, Todd, nice and tidy. Little cut there. He's going to flick it left for the MRF. Left-hander. Under the brakes. Big brake. Ooh, it's not bad. He didn't brake much, did he? Oh, yeah, nice and straight on the exit. Todd's no fool. He's like, I'm not going to show off there. That's not a good spot. Looking nice and fast, so we'll watch him from the drone as he heads up the hill. Up to the horseshoe hairpin at the top.
So a bit of mark, I'm told, on the left rear corner of that Fiesta. Had a bit of a moment a couple of stages back.
Yes.
Triggered a hazard, I think.
Yes, I saw Barge at the service park and he said they were doing about 160, 170 and the tyre exploded. So a bit of a shame they weren't running an MRF, I reckon. I don't think an MRF would have failed there.
So that's the last of our new generation Cat 1 cars at the start, or the cluster of them.
Oh, he's sideways there.
The odd one sprinkled through the remainder of the field. So it would have been Caleb McDonald. Obviously, he had that big drama early on. So I think it'll be Ben Hubin. There's been a fair bit of carnage in the Rally Challenge four-wheel drive class, because I think William Menzies had a bit of a moment, and we saw him off the road at one point. I believe he's rejoined and still going. Ben Hubin, Julian Longley, Gavin Feast battling out that Rally Challenge four-wheel drive class for the win here at Bay of Plenty.
Yes, nice, close racing as well, and that's what we want to see, is nice, close racing.
Pretty sure that's the local farmer that's allowed us access to the land on that previous shot, so big thanks to them as well.
Thank you very much.
So here we go. This is Ben Hubin.
Hubin coming down to the right-hander on tarmac, as you can see. Flicking into the MRF corner, nice and tidy. The ex-Rich Mason car, of course. Big brakes.
So that car was spotted by Jeff Ward, who's standing at this very corner watching with us.
Wardy's old car, it is too, you're right. Nice and tidy through there.
So that's the first car that's on the 2-minute gap, so we should be seeing cars 1 minute apart now.
Yeah, it's got good, strong anti-lag, that car. So anti-lag, of course, is those backfires that you can hear, the popping, and I did explain anti-lag at a live stream once before, but it's just fuel that's pumped through the turbo, which keeps it spinning, of course, keeps it under boost. And they retard the ignition, which if you Google, be a bit careful with it.
So Julian Longley should be next.
So the benefit, I just got asked by the producer, the benefit is it keeps the boost on. So it's pretty much like it doesn't drag the car through the corner, but it's just instant power. As soon as you get back on the gas, the accelerator, the power's there instantly. You get no lag. Hence the name, anti-lag.
Yeah.
And the flames down the exhaust, the reason for that is because, of course, that's the unburnt fuel that's going through the turbo.
As soon as it hits the atmosphere.
And boom, it explodes in the turbo. So normally you don't see it because your valves are closed. Man, I'm not really an engine person, but I believe that's how it goes.
You did a pretty good job of explaining it.
Gary Kappa taught me everything I don't know. Good Bailey's man, Gary Kappa.
He is, yeah.
Have to put that plug in there for Bailey's. And who we got next?
So should be Julian Longley, who had an outstanding Rally Coromandel. And here is Julian.
Great to see our international competitors coming along. Vanuatu.
One of the few people that had some experience competing on these
roads.
And no, he's gone over.
No.
Oh, that is such a shame.
That's a shame. That's
Julian
not the
Longley.
person we bloody wanted to see there crash. Sorry about my language, but yeah, that stink. That corner was going to catch someone out.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And that'll hurt the championship situation.
Of course, we've got the marshals running over. Look, he's going to be fine. It's a reasonably soft paddock there, and yeah, they've got all the safety gear to be okay. So don't worry at home. We've got people running in left, right, and centre. But that's a shame. Just got caught out by that heavy gravel, and yeah, it's not cool. Never cool to see a car crash. Hopefully, the damage is not too bad. Done it many a time myself. So now people are going to run up the stage and just slow the next car down. Yeah. We're just going to go to a small ad break, I think. Yeah. Just got a car coming up, so we're just going to slow him down. Plenty of people there to slow him down. And that's cool. He's back up to pace again. Obviously, we never want to see crashes, but I'm pretty confident everyone is going to be okay. So we'll get some shots soon of the driver and the co-driver getting out.
Not yet, I don't think.
Right, back on comm. Sorry about that. Just had to make sure that those guys were all right in that car. So good to hear that both driver and co-driver out of the car.
We'll
Excuse
be
the
slowing
and
down
puffing.
the next car. Yeah, well, it was a long run for you, Dale Budge. So who we got next there anyway, Dale?
This is Gavin Feast,
Gavin
local driver.
Feast, he's going to slow down. Gavin slowed down nicely. Good man, Gavin.
So what will happen for those competitors, both Andy Martin and Gavin Feast, they'll be able to ask for some assist time for the time lost potentially through there?
Yeah, they may not get it because of the fact that it's the same for all the field, but you can only put in an inquiry. Inquiry is our official document, the way that we get a problem to, obviously, the rally coordinators. He sounds like he's misfiring, running on 3.
Yeah, that doesn't sound flash, doesn't it? He looks like he's down on some speed there as well. So Kevin Feast, man, it has been a brutal rally for our Rally Challenge four-wheel drive competitors.
I know.
I can't believe I absolutely put the mocker on Julian Longley, who'd had such a good event and such a good run of things. He was at Coromandel and did a great job, as we see Josh Keeley now.
Yeah, and it's good to see Josh Keeley sorted, didn't he? I mean, I didn't actually see him after the service, but I know he had a few problems with his clutch, so it's good to see him still going.
Jack Hawkswood messaging through, was that cool enough? Yes, thank you, Jack.
It was very cool, Jack. We've one do it slightly better. I can't see any comments now. My battery's gone flat on my phone.
Yeah, I'm starting to struggle as well. So Carl Robinson should be the next competitor we see. Got my breath back now.
Yeah, mate, you had a puff on, didn't you?
Oh, just because it's so fast approaching and you know, people trying to wave them down right on the corner, you needed someone just a little bit further up the road to
that's our rally.
Attract the attention of the drivers, because cars are coming at such speed. So everyone did a job really well there.
We all join in, obviously, to make sure, first and foremost, the driver's safe, and then we don't want anyone else crashing in.
Well, that's the worst thing. You don't want someone going to assist and then putting themselves in harm's way. So
we've slowed the drivers down. Probably get this guy slowed down too. What have we got here?
That will be Carl Robinson.
Carl. Nice and tidy through there in the beautiful Impreza.
Waving run down now that the two competitors are out of the car and out of harm's way. The car is here, obviously, but...
yeah, it's probably enough off the road now. They probably just want to put a Zedka up. And then you're away.
Thank you, Taylor, for the bit of power.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We're just going to organise a Zedka up there. Dean Bust coming up. We'll still slow him down a little bit. And that is a shame, because Dean would have been fantastic through there. Dean himself, of course, South Island man, and MRF. He's the main man in the South Island, the main MRF dealer, and absolutely great to see him up in the North Island. We've seen him up here before, of course, but it was just fantastic, and he is absolutely loving our North Island roads. So to all our South Island friends, we're always happy to have you up here in the north. Of course, the rally was very well supported, but we would have liked a few more cars in it. But it's just a sign of the times, I guess, at the moment. Not quite as many cars as we want, and hopefully we get a whole heap of entries for Rally Whangarei in November as well. That's going to be fun. There goes Dean. Our next one in is Bryn, and Bryn looking nice and tidy through there as well. Oh no, it's 1 minute gaps now, of course. It might be showing some good pace though. Now he's just slowed down. We haven't really got a drone up there. I don't know what went on with Bryn. Maybe he was thinking there was a problem on the stage, but it can get confusing because what happens is you see a ZK and you're always going to be looking for an OK board or SOS. So that's our safety system that we have with the drivers, because of course normally you can be out the absolute middle of nowhere. So how our safety system works is we have a triangle which we call a ZK. Your driver puts that out, or your co-driver puts that out, and then we have in our route book we have an SOS, and on the other side of it we have an OK symbol. So when the cars slow down for the ZK, because you're supposed to go past the ZK as safe as you can without obviously putting the competitor at risk and yourself at risk, because you never know where the car's going to be, we either show the OK or the SOS. So that's probably what Bryn was slowing down for. Not really sure. We'll find out at the end. Was Tim Mackesy coming through. Good to see Tim up to speed, and I think we've got a Zeka out now, so the car should be coming back through at the normal speed.
Yeah, so the issue, I think there, Dylan, I just ran down to the corner, so both Julian and Fleur are out of the car. They are perfectly okay. Excuse me, with all the dust. But the SOS was set off in the car, and they aren't able to turn it off, so I think that's the confusion, is we're trying to get the car SOS signal turned off.
So when the cars come through, what happens is an SOS will come up on our rally safe screen.
Sorry, that's Julian and Fleur, the driver and the co-driver there in our shot. So as you can see, perfectly all okay. I spoke to both of them. They're all 100%.
That's the main thing anyway, that they're all good. Here comes Ian Wood. This is an absolute ripper of a corner. It's a real shame that Eugene had to crash there. Julian had to crash there. But Ian Wood looking as good as you'd like. Fantastic shots through there. Of course, he's got that little Toyota Corolla humming as usual.
Right, sorry about the huffing and puffing and the banging around of microphones, but we are all back on deck and should be good to go with that corner now.
Is your fitness suffering a little bit, mate, or what?
Suffering with the amount of dust I just sucked out, that's for
dust,
sure.
Right, let's blame the dust.
Probably didn't help that I had a rather large lunch too.
Yeah.
Right, here's William Menzies, I think. He's had a few dramas today.
Yes, and the beautiful. Yes, definitely. He was missing a bumper when we saw him come through. But rear wing, he's missing a rear bumper. That car looks like it's been driven by Dylan Turner for a little bit.
All right, so we've got the message through. I think everyone is now all okay with our comms. Rally Safe doing its job. How awesome! And obviously the safety stuff in the car, making sure that both those people are all hunky dory. There is a little bit of water on the outside of that corner, which I think everyone was a little bit worried about, but the car's not in the water.
Yeah, I saw the car sitting up, and I was
it got the tree. It caught the tree,
yeah,
so there's a bit of damage to the car, but like I say, both Fleur and Julian absolutely 100% okay.
That's good. Of course, Fleur used to be with Brian Green, so yeah, good that they're all good. Never cool.
So
we
a dramatic
don't like
day for rallying, man. It has been drama-filled, hasn't it? Good news is no, we don't have to worry about health of anyone, which is the most important thing, as we see Eugene Crunet approach us. New Caledonian-based driver, regular to our championship.
Nice line from Eugene.
He's a bit deep. He's a bit deep. Oh, just gets away with it.
Oh, thank goodness. That would have been another there.
Dylan Turner, you called it. We walked past the section. We obviously approached the stop from that escape road. And gee whiz, you said that it might catch a couple of people out, and it has done, and good drivers at that too.
Yeah, it's just that it's changed so much from when you came through there this morning. And, you know, if you've done a tarmac rally, I've done Taranaki tarmac rally heaps of times, and you always know the apex of the junctions, and that can be gravelly as anything. Now, he didn't even get the apex. That's a Dylan Turner, if ever I've seen one. Lifting a wheel.
He was almost in two minds there. We thought about maybe bailing out of it and going up the skate road, maybe.
I think you might be onto it actually, Dale. He and then at the last second he's like, no, I don't think I'm carrying enough speed to get into too much trouble. But by then you're up on one wheel, and it's gee, I hope no one else goes off here. I really do.
Oh, gee whiz, I
it
reckon.
was
I can't
never
afford
cool
another
to
run
see
down there, I don't
cars.
think.
Well, I think you'll be over if you go down there, mate. Maybe stay in the car. Who we got next?
This is Kevin Laird in the Subaru Impreza, the H6 Subi.
Yeah, nice to see him nice and cautious. Of course, we don't want to see cautious at home, do we? We want to see health and leather, and that's what we're all here for. Moments of great crashes aren't cool. A great speed past the Battery Town sign. Those H6s absolutely fly.
Oh, what an awesome championship that's been too. The girls in the South Island, the Smith brothers have put together that H6 Cup, and
yes,
real popular class
fantastic.
of rallying, and long may we see more of that.
There's a few exciting classes coming up in the next couple of years. I won't say too much about it now, but we've got a couple of smart boys working on a couple of new classes with some cheaper cars, which would be pretty cool to see.
Bradley Stewart now in the Subaru Impreza. This is the
nicely
WRX.
through there, nice and safe through the MRF corner. Big break down a second probably. Yeah, nice. See, now he hooked into the water table, and that definitely has the council and the locals probably don't like it because obviously it's tarmac, so we are off the road and in the water table. But there's a lot of grip by doing that, and that's, you know, the thing I first learnt when the WRC guys came over, and I did Rally New Zealand for the first time. I thought we knew how to cut, but man, when those WRC cars come over here, they reinvent a whole new line.
Absolutely.
They are so far into the apex, and of course they've got more suspension travel than our little cars back then, but that's kind of what taught me that there's a lot more to that cutting of the corners. And of course, following Andrew Hawkswood's lines a few times, man, I learned how to cut. It was like, what you think, wow, I'm doing a good cut, and you look 2 metres to the left of you, and here's Andrew's lines. You're like, what the heck?
So Pierre-Henri Brudet should be our next competitor. This is the latest spec Skoda Rally 2 car.
Stunning car. I was drooling over this car in the service park this morning.
About as good as money can buy these days.
Yes, it's the latest edition. This is the best car in the fleet, realistically. An absolute beautiful livery. Now, when you need a big break here, that's it. That's good. That's good. Phil, I want to see that car in there.
Coming along, mate.
Yes.
Using Crune from New Caledonia, all but. Just getting to grips with this car. This is Pierre-Henri. We're going to see him in the championship. It's Daniel Haynes now.
Yeah, Daniel's...
Boy, he's made up some ground, hasn't he?
He has. He might almost catch him by the... No, Daniel, no.
Oh, just keeps it together.
I need hard pills for this bloody corner. I really do. Jeepers creepers.
So Dan in Tauranga.
Oh.
I think the start of the rally was about 1.5 k's from where he lives.
There you go. So he probably knows that corner.
Probably does, yeah.
Jeepers. That was cool. We might even see a replay. Here we go. He straightened. Why did you straighten, Daniel? Oh, my Lord. Look at that. That is oversteer
That's
city.
About as much as you can get away with.
Another maybe half a foot and it would not be cool.
Yep.
But he straightened just before the apex. He came in, dipped it in, and then I don't know why he straightened, but that sort of made his line pretty tricky. He might have thought, oh, look at the gravel. I'm out of here.
So Brent Taylor.
Oh, Brent will be good through this corner. I'm closing my eyes, mate. I can't watch anymore.
He's Cambridge / Mount Maunganui these days.
Through the MRF corner, and here he comes. Come on, back it off, Brent. Oh, thank goodness. He still hands it up. Brent's another one, never raced the crowd.
So these are obviously all our two-wheel drive competitors. So it should be another Ford Escort, I think. Stephen Gill next.
Oh, Gilly, yep, that'll be cool. nice and straight there, Brent. Of course, nice, good, fast peddler. Had that car for a while now. I feel he's due for an upgrade and back to four-wheel drive. Brent and I used to race many years ago. He's in his Evo 6 when I was in my Evo 6, and we had many a tussle. I'd like to see him in an AP4.
Yeah, it'd be great to see him. A bit of a character. He's a real character.
Yeah, he is.
He's Brent Taylor. Very funny, especially once he's had a couple of drinks and the entertainer.
Yeah.
Here is Steve Gill.
Yes, Steve Gill
All the
coming
way up
into...
from Winton.
Great to see South Islanders, like I say,
he's
and his
been-
escort get in. Oh, did he change his mind?
Oh, he's had a couple of bites
no,
that have
no,
just
no.
bailed out of it enough.
He did. I honestly thought he was going in there again. He stopped. He was going to have a go, and he saw that thick gravel. And I don't know if there must be a Zika up, I'm guessing, and probably saw the Zika and thought, I'm not gonna attack that. And if you actually stay up on that tarmac, there'd be a ton of grip up there.
Yeah.
It's only because you slip to grip, if you know what I mean. So you get into that slippery stuff, and then inertia
Here's
comes
the
in.
replay.
Here's the stabs. Look at the brakes, dips,
Oh,
goes
he thought
to
about
turn
it, then
it.
corrects it, and then there's another go.
That's why everyone's straightening. Remember I said the guy before, straighten? They are. They're seeing the lack of grip. They're seeing the gravel in there. But indecision is worse than probably not having a go.
How much, like, in all seriousness, how much of that can you see in the moment and react?
You have a
at that
lot
speed?
of time.
You have a lot
It's
of time, you reckon?
incredible,
Yeah?
mate. It's incredible how
For
your
someone who's
brain slows
never
stuff
driven
down.
a car at that kind of speed, like,
Nah, it's amazing how much your brain slows stuff down.
That's
I don't
phenomenal,
know
eh?
how it works, but yeah, you can have about 16 stabs at some corners.
So Dave Strong now, our Open Two-Wheel Drive Championship leader and the only entrant in the class this weekend.
Dave
All
should
about
get
getting to the
through.
end for Dave in the Civic.
A little bit of tarmac. Big break, Dave. Come on, big break, mate. Dip it in. Dave, of course, done a lot of targets and he knows gravel on the road. Tarmac veteran. Sounds beautiful, that car. Absolutely crisp. Dave, of course, has built so many rally cars, and we need people like Dave in our sport because it's so expensive to build a rally car. But it filters down, you know, so many of his cars. In fact, young Mark Tapper had his car back in the day. There's a little charade, and Dave built a lot of cool cars.
So it should be the Toyota Corolla now of Matthew Broadbent, two of the non-championship entrants.
And look at this for an entry level car. You know, I mean, it almost looks like Mum's car, and you're driving down to the shop. But he's having a heck of a lot of fun.
And he's been charging hard, actually.
Yeah,
that
well, he
thing
knows
today.
how to pedal. Get in deep. Yeah, very nice and
That was
tidy.
really nice.
Very nice and tidy. Shouldn't really say he's off down to the shop, should I? But cool little car. Club car. I mean, anyone can get into rallying, you know. I mean, join a car club, like I say. Start off, you know, service crew, anything like that. Just get involved. Co-driving, a lot cheaper than driving.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that like the idea of going fast, right? It's the safest way to go fast for starters. Secondly, it's such a neat community to be part of the New Zealand rallying community.
Look, it's the only way to go fast.
Yeah, 100%,
You should
yeah.
not go over the speed limit. You know, none of us endorse that on a public road. It's so important, but I'll still remember my first rally stage that I did. Man, I thought I was Colin McRae. I was probably slow as a wet week. But it was just so much fun to be on a public road driving as fast as you dared.
I did rally school at Murray Forest as we see Daniel Alexander approaching in the Holden Barina AP4. This is the ex-Greg Murphy car. Yeah,
Come on, Dan.
What such a cool experience. You drive so much faster than you think you're capable
Yeah.
of because it's a proper rally road and a proper rally car. And,
Get in there, Dan. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dan, Jeebus Creepers. It's, Dan, of course, had a little bit of time off, but he was flock as a dog this morning. Poor Dan, of course, Waverley Jones, Kingsley's wife is in there co-driving for Dan. Yeah, poor
Auntie
Dan
Zeal,
is struggling a
Auntie
bit.
of Zeal these days.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
what
that's
she's probably
right.
more
Yep.
famously known.
Then Kingsley.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kingsley, yeah.
You think more famous?
I'm just saying
Kingsley?
to roll up, Kings.
Yeah, well, he'll be
cool
on the
family.
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll be on the
lovely
family.
family, great rally family. South Auckland Car Club members like myself. So, I think actually, I believe he's the El Presidente now of
Is he?
South Auckland. I believe
Is he?
so, yeah. And I think Waverley's second in charge to
Well,
I
she
see.
had a crack a couple of times ago, didn't she? She was
she's
Madam
been
President.
I thought. Yeah.
So this is Chris and Riyadh Fitzgerald come across from Australia in the Subaru Impreza, and man, they are absolutely raving about the New Zealand rallying roads, the rallying competitions that we run here, and the community. Absolutely singing its praises. And
we've got plenty of room for our Aussie mates here. Come on over. Even got a black Audi you could borrow.
He lives in the Blue Mountains. Blue Mountain region of Australia. So guess what? He was driving
Bathurst.
out
as everyone was
the
driving
train
in.
of everyone else was driving in to go to Bathurst this week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
To Sydney Airport to fly over here.
He probably rented his house out and made just about as much money.
Covered the entry fee and everything else.
They're pretty expensive, those Bathurst houses. But Blue Mountains, what a beautiful spot. And I don't know if they have a rally up in that neck of the woods, but it would be pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure they do. So we're getting down towards the last 4 or so competitors. So Nick Flanagan should be next. This is the little 205, Peugeot 205. A couple of Peugeots, in fact, in line of stern here. You got the 205 and then the 309.
Oh, maybe I do that.
That's not. That's
RX-7.
It's an RX-7.
Get in. Or long back on those things. Still can't beat the sound of a rotary. Pretty cool. Iconic rally. Yeah, two of them. Two of them today.
Yeah.
Hopefully the other one's still going. Look, he's got his light pod on too. Optimistic. They look cool with the light pod though. I really think they're just one of those cars you have to run the light pod. Of course, Neil Allport rebuilt a beautiful replica Group B, isn't it?
Yeah, a little shout out to Neil too. First of our championship rounds without the Allport supplied notes. John Kennard and the crew taking over doing that, but Neil's been terrific servant of New Zealand rallying over a long, long period of time. Obviously one of the icons in terms of a competitor, but he's done so much for the sport outside of it post his driving career.
Yeah, the
team owner, supplier of gear.
Safety notes, as we call them. What a great... You know, I mean, I kind of came about when they sort of got introduced. I've grown up, I wouldn't say grown up, but driven on them the whole time, and they just made rallying so much more professional. Of course, we had club rallies where we didn't get the luxury of a reconnaissance, or recce as we call it, where we drive the stages and make our own notes or change Neil's notes. But yeah, great to see John Kennard take that over. Of course, Neil did a fantastic job of it for a long time, and the whole rally community applaud the job that Neil did. Yeah, absolutely brought rallying to the fantastic pinnacle that it is. Got people like Hayden Patton, you know, slightly responsible for people like Hayden Patton getting into the WRC.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, he's done a lot for the sport. And the thing I always admired about Neil is he'll call a spade a spade. It doesn't matter the relationship he has with people. He will just look at every situation and call it as he sees it. So and I absolutely respect someone who can do that.
Little Peugeot.
Yeah, this is the little 205, Nick Flanagan, Tristan Lees Baker.
Oh, get in, mate. Found that grip, thank goodness.
Should be a couple of Peugeots here. Excellent. Jonathan Lee, William Fisher along the 309 very shortly.
The funniest, I think, prize givings you ever go to was Neil Allport and Andrew Hawkswood. Whenever they'd get up at prize giving and just give each other a serve. It was so funny. I remember one year Andrew got up and said, I'm not going to tell you how good I am because I'll leave that to Neil. And just absolute crack up.
Yeah. Two men that have had a massive impact on rallying.
Yeah, fantastic, definitely. Because Shane Hawkswood's not back driving, but of course we've got Jack, who's...
I'm probably going to get myself in all sorts of trouble for this, but watch this space.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
That's good
watch
to hear.
Space.
That's pretty cool.
That's all I'm saying.
I might have to bring the black Audi out of the shed if Andrew comes back.
Yeah. A bit of water to go under the bridge, but watch this space.
Yes. Well, same here. I'd love to get the black Audi out.
Haven't heard messages from Mr. Van Gisbergen today? He'd be paying attention, surely.
I'm not sure what Shane's up to. Probably quali, isn't it? Saturday. I think it'll be quali for Shane. So,
tell you what, I bet you get a break in driving, you'd be looking at the live stream and the
Shane's right.
Times.
That's great. It's great. This is a beautiful looking RX-7.
This is Andrew Tressida, Mark Ria.
And of course, speaking of RX-7, I believe Shane's seen a couple of Snapchats of his RX-7, which is, it's damn cool. Very original, and had it explained to me from somebody, not Cheese, his dad, but somebody that's something special about the engine. So can't wait to see it. It's coming home apparently to New Zealand. That rotary is just beautiful, absolutely immaculate. And like I say, I mean, I reckon we should have a rotary class. I really do.
Yeah, cool.
think that's pretty cool. That and our Group A class, you know, a couple of classes I'd like to see get bigger. Such cool cars, the Celica. Actually, haven't seen the Celica. I'm guessing
No, I don't
they
think we're
went
going
off.
to. So we've got
No.
three cars left. So the next one will be the last of our championship competitors. It's Helen and Mike Cameron. Mike behind the wheel. Helen, I was going to say calling notes, but they do it blind. But this is the farewell tour for the Lolly Lady.
Oh.
One of the iconic figures in New Zealand rallying.
Yeah, been rallying a long, long time. It's just fantastic.
Did you get the poster last night?
I got
You
the poster
Yeah, is it a
signed. I'm
signed
going to
poster?
put
Yeah.
that in my garage. I'm absolutely stoked.
Nicely done.
Yeah, just lovely people. We have some beautiful people in rallying, and these two are just the salt of the earth.
So it's supposedly the farewell tour for her, for Helen.
Oh,
Mike's
Mike
not
will be back, you
saying
think?
he's ready to
Good.
pull stumps just
not
yet.
good that Helen's going. And the little Evo, look at it. Now you get around here safely, Mike. Get a big break. Nice. Never. Oh, jeepers. he's still pedaling.
Yeah,
You know,
he's still pushing. So he's doing the rally blind. Helen's not calling notes,
just giving away lollies.
giving away lollies and offering moral support. But
So why we call her the Lolly Lady, for those that have maybe just joined this live stream for the first time. So Helen has a big bowl of lollies, basically. And when she comes up, a whole lot of volunteers, you know, volunteer their time to run a rally. You couldn't pay everybody because it would just be too expensive. Helen gives them lollies. Just lovely. Sadly enough, I haven't seen her today, so I haven't had any lollies.
I got some last night.
Did you?
Haven't seen her in the flesh. I saw Mike very briefly at Service Park. So 2 cars to come. We'll see John Woolley. There'll be a 2-minute gap here to John Woolley. Will Ward of the Honda Civic. He's in this is the Clubman's event. So obviously, in terms of the Battery Town Rally Bay Plenty, you have a number of different rallies within one as such. So this is the Clubman's event, not contesting all stages today. So very shortly we'll see John. This is where it's super important for people not to get out onto the road, as we see. I'm not sure that is John. Is it John? Yeah, it is. Honda Civic. Yes, it is. So here is John Woolley.
Oh, beautiful round there. That's cool little Clubman's car. You want to get yourself rallying, get something like that. Or a little Suzuki Swift. Possibly a class coming up.
Right, now Chris Burke was supposed to be the last car in the Celica.
Oh, so the Celica
Celica
is
is
coming
still
through.
going. Yeah, Chris
Cool,
Burke.
that's good.
Though I'm told that Greg Coolworth might have got going again, having initially stopped.
Oh, nice. Good to
So-
see them come through as well.
I actually wonder whether that was Greg who we saw in the RX-7 earlier that was a little bit out of order. We weren't sure what was happening.
Oh, possibly. How are we getting on with, is the last stage started yet?
I haven't seen anything on live times just yet. Won't be too far away from starting that final stage. So yeah, the stage is live supposedly, but no times through as yet. It's quite a long stage from memory, 30 odd Ks.
Okay. So all on. So I mean, jump on Chris Sport if you're not on Chris Sport, and that will show you the results. I think we're almost wrapping up the live stream. We've only got a couple of cars to come.
Might only be one car, Chris Burke, I believe.
One car, Chris. I thought that was Chris Burke in
No,
the
I think
Civic.
that was that was John Woolley in the Civic.
Oh, Woolley, right? It is too.
So Chris Burke's in the Toyota Celica.
So we'll wait around a couple more minutes. But like I say, if you want to see the results, chrissport.co.nz. Or, of course, you can jump on, what's the other one? Rally Safe. But go to Chris Sport. Chris Grant does a lovely job running that.
Oh, and massive thanks to Chris Sport, Chris Grant,
Yeah,
listening in on the
fantastic.
live stream, watching the live stream and feeding us the info
We couldn't
behind the
do it
scenes,
without him,
which
could
would
we?
make our life, just makes our life so much easier. It's pretty hard to do this job if you don't know, certainly by this
No.
time of the day where everyone's out of order. And is he just
It's a
slowed?
beautiful looking car. No, I
No,
think
no, he's all good.
he's got a problem, though, I think. It's not revving very well. Yeah, no, he's definitely got a problem. What a cool car. Look at it. You get a beautiful view of
Takes
it.
you back to the early 90s, doesn't it?
What a great time of rallying. I was only
a little bit older than a teenager, and we used to follow the rally. Yep. My dad and some mates, and we go all the way down to Motu. Great family. Look, if you haven't been out spectating, get yourself out spectating. Whangarei's in a couple of weeks' time in November. That is a brilliant one to spectate. It's a 2-day rally.
Yeah, that'll wrap up our live stream coverage here of Special Stage 9 Battery Town Rally Bay of Plenty for 2025. We will sign off, get back to the finish and try and get some interviews in the can. You can see all the reaction over the next day or two on the Facebook page and social media accounts. Big thanks to our sponsors, Brian Green Property, the naming rights sponsor of our 2025 Championship, and again for next year, which is exciting. MRF, the Control Tyre, Cream Insurance, and Amiga Rental Cars. A massive thanks to you. And look forward to doing it all again in a month's time when we wrap up the championship for 2025 in the roads of Whangarei up north. Until then, take care.
Thank you.
Beautiful. The Battery Town shot is awesome.
11 seconds to make up is still in second. Oh, just a little wide.
Let's go, boys. See you, mate. Hope you enjoy that.
And the time
is coming up to the right-hander, and then he's going to flick it into that left-hander at the MRF tyres corner. You can see nicest turns with it. Gets back on it. He might have broken his brakes in early.
7 seconds.
That is awesome. Nicely freaking out. No. I told you someone was going to have a moment in his chest. Down under the brakes, hard as you like. Got in. Oh, get out. Oh, man, I can hardly watch this.
It's Follow Jack and Jeff Ward, who said he did this very good watching with us.
Wardy's old car. This team, right? Tiny through there.
The 2-minute gaps have had some experience competing on these roads, and no, he's gone over.
No, okay, so we'll get some shots soon of the driver and the co-driver getting out.
Jack Hawkswood messaging through, was that cool enough? Yes.
South Island, the main MRF dealer, and absolutely great to see him up. It can get confusing because what happens is you see a Z car and coming through with the tip up to speed, and I think we've got a Zika out now, so the cars should be coming back through at the normal speed.
Yeah, so the issue, I think...
Yes, and the beautiful... Yes, definitely, he was missing a bumper when we saw him come through. Rear wing.
All okay with our comms. The H6 Subi.
Yeah, nice to see him nice and cautious. Of course, we don't want to see cautious and crashes aren't cool. A great speed past the battery, down a second probably. Yeah, nice. See, now he hooked into the water table, and that definitely how you do that. The council and the locals probably don't like it. Like I say,
yeah,
and the escort get it. Oh, did he change his mind?
Oh, he's had a couple of bites.
No. He did. Saw that thick gravel. Dipping in. Dave, of course, done a lot of targets and knows gravel on the road. Now you get around here safely, Mike. Get a big break. Nice. Never. Oh, jeepers. He's still pedaling.